Welcome to another episode of Fougere Family Adventures. Today is my last day fishing Andrew Lake. We are staying with Andrew Lake Lodge. This lake is in northeastern Alberta. It is right close to the Northwest Territories. In fact, we flew in from Fort Smith in the Northwest Territories to get here. We have been fishing lake trout, fall lake trout, and we have been fishing for pike. The water temperature is still fairly warm, so the pike are very active, and we're catching some bigger pike as well. Now, my goal here on this trip is to learn about fall lake trout fishing. I am fishing a Canadian Shield lake. There are lots of rocks, lots of things to hit with your boat motor, with your prop. I've been fortunate enough not to hit any yet, but you got to be extremely careful out here. I've brought my Garmin Striker 4 fish finder with me. If you want to check out that video, I'll put a link here for you. It is working great. I'm still on the same battery that I started the week with, and I have a spare battery with me. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Now, I'm fishing with a fluorocarbon leader on this trip. I started with a wire leader that was about 9 inches long, and I was not getting as many bites from the lake trout. The pike don't care, but I wasn't hooking up with lake trout. Because we are primarily casting spoons for fall lake trout in shallow water, I needed to change to fluorocarbon, and that has increased my bite ratio. So I have 60-pound fluorocarbon on. We had 30-pound on earlier in the week, and pike just kept biting through the 30-pound fluorocarbon. I've checked this leader. I should probably consider changing it very soon. It is getting nicked up a bit from all the pike that we're catching. But we're going to leave this one on because it is fairly new. Changing my spoon out, I have a snap swivel. Now, this snap swivel will work. I had another snap swivel where the snap has actually come undone. This one actually came undone once as well. So I have heard people like dual snap swivels. Those apparently hold a lot better, and you can still change your gear out quickly. First lake trout of the morning. I had to switch up and do some casting. It works. That's a nice one. Beautiful lake trout. It's a little bit bigger. Good colors. I found that a quicker retrieve seems to be helping. It forces those fish to commit to biting. I watched a lot of fish, I'm talking a lot of fish, follow in a slow retrieve and then turn at the last minute at the boat. So for whatever reason, for me, a quicker retrieve is helping force those fish to just commit and bite. Get out of here. Yeah. Won that battle. Okay. It was a big horsefly. Hey, we are 8 in the morning. 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm in a t-shirt. I'll be in shorts today. This is something that if you haven't experienced a fly-in trip to a lake that has lots of fish, you really got to try it. Oh. Nice one. That's a nice pike. Nice pike. Single barbless. Oh, something in there. It's definitely something in there. Got a kind of interesting little point here. We got a point, and then we got a point on a point. I'm thinking the lake trout are going to be behind that point, and the pike might be here. I'm noticing a pattern when there's larger rocks on the shoreline. Seem to be getting into pike, and when there's smaller rocks on the shoreline, I've been getting into lake trout. Now that's my experience, but that's a pattern. I'm always looking to pattern these fish, try to find out where the best spot to catch these fish are. Very difficult to zone in on an area when you don't have a bathymetric map. So we really need to slow it down, break the lake, break the lake into manageable steps. That was another lake trout. Manageable locations. And just try and figure out where these fish might be hiding. There we go. There he is. Got some scrap to him. The little guy. They love the spoons. They really do. Another nice one. Beautiful fish. It's another nice little lake trout. Beautiful fish. I love these things. Very aggressive little fish. Ha ha ha! Right at the boat. How cool is that? Very cool. They're smacking it right up to the boat, even with the motor running. Which is good, because I want my motor running. It's getting shallow, so I'm backing out, and then we're getting pushed back in. It's not really the best drift. There we go. A nice one on a Len Thompson. 5 of diamonds. There he is. A pike. That might mean it's time to move on. Little pike. Single barbless. Sometimes you can lightly jiggle it and it comes off. Got another nice fish. Beautiful little lake trout. Another nice one. Nice little fish. There he is. It's so awesome. I'd like to say it gets old, but this never gets old. This is pretty cool. The exciting part is, while we haven't caught any big fish doing this yet, the potential is there. These fish are in spawning mode right now, and the big fish might be spawning in here. I don't know. Still a learning curve. If you have fished Andrew Lake before and you know where those big fish are hiding and you want to share, feel free to comment on this video. If not, it just leaves more mystery, and that's okay. This is a bigger one, actually. This is a nice one. It's the biggest fish I caught yet, I think. And he is in spawn colors. Look at that one. That's a nicer laker. That's what I've been looking for. That's beautiful. You want to support these fish? They almost know. It's like they've been caught before. Let her go. She's gone. That's a bigger fish. It's another laker. Nice fish. Is that a pike? It's a little pike. That's a nicer one. It's another decent fish. We're getting a little bigger. It's another nice laker. Is it a laker?
Anything around the other side, Ben?
No. Just at that point, I lost a big one there at the point. Biggest one I've felt in a while. Did you guys go up there to the point for the lakers?
We got near the point. There's lakers all over it.
Yeah.
They chase and they turn the boat.
Yeah, they were doing a lot of that.
They drive me nuts.
It's a nicer laker. Nice one. Beautiful fish. Wow, that was cool. Nice big pike. I thought it was a laker. Ah, big pike though. That's really cool. Wow. Gonna get my glove on for this guy. Might be able to jiggle him. Nope. Nice pike. Barbless hook. Can't seem to get these fish to commit. They're just nipping at it. I'm not sure if that's a spawning behavior or not. If you know if this is a spawning behavior, lake trout just nipping at your lures, trying to chase little bait fish away from their eggs. That would be my guess as to what's going on here. Not 100% if they're feeding. Maybe they do feed, but they are not fully hammering our spoons today.